Well, Coach, the game last week, of course, down in Fargo, what a good test for you. Good first half, you played tough. Second half, they kind of probably wore you down a little bit, but you look back at that game, how do you feel how your team performed?
Yeah, I think every time we've had a chance to play against another team, we've had some things that came forward as a group that we thought we did well, and some things that we thought we can improve on. So whether that was Williston State, whether it was Dickinson State, or NDSU last week, we've had 3 chances to take the court and 3 chances to see, okay, this is how we can be successful, and this is how we can fail. And we've just got to learn from both those things. And we talked about that a lot, and it might seem to be oversimplified, but the main thing is what you do well, keep doing that well. Keep executing that, and the things that you do poorly, let's fix those things. And we watched a little bit of both those things on film in the last week. Some things that we thought we did really well, some things that we think that we can do better, and then we try to address those on the practice court. And we've got to make sure we're better. Tomorrow will be a week since our last game. We got to make sure we're better tomorrow than we were a week ago. I know for a fact we're a lot better team than we were about 4 weeks ago when we started practice. And because of that, I'm really excited to get going with counting games now and see where we stand.
Is there anything that has seemed to plague you in all 3 of your games there?
I think we've taken steps forward in every area. When we've been in the half court on offense and defense, we've been really good in all 3 of those games. I think we were hurt a little bit in transition defense in all of those games. Some of that was some offensive errors that we had, a little bit of lack of execution at times. Some of that was our communication on the defensive end, and that's a challenge for every team. I think at the start of the year is we have new guys, we have returning guys, we have young guys, we have older guys. How much can we talk and how productively can we talk? And that's a theme I've seen, and I talked to the guys about that last week. That's a theme I've seen from a lot of press conferences from coaches is let's communicate better and more effectively out there and help get us in the right place consistently. So if there was one thing I'd have to pick, I'd say it'd be transition defense. We can continue to improve on that. But even this week on the practice floor, I think we've got better at that than we were a week ago.
On the flip side, Coach, is there something you think you guys are doing well, really well at this point in the year, and you're excited to see continue?
Yeah, I think we have the ability to make shots, and that's a good strength to have. And even in practice the last few days, when we've moved the ball and executed, we've got great shots, and more often than not, we've shot a high percentage. We still need to make sure that we get those great shots every time, and we've had a little bit of a turnover bug and stretches a little bit too throughout those other games, and that obviously takes away your opportunity to score. But I like the way we share the ball for the most part, and I think that can be a strength of this team.
How about as far as, you mentioned the 3 games with Dickinson, Williston, and NDSU, but now they are for real and they count in the standings. So do you feel those 3 games have prepared you well now? Players want to jump in either here about what you got coming up, Mines on Friday, and then you head out of the country for a couple games. But, is this team ready now, you think, to play for real?
Yeah, I'll let you guys take that.
You guys ready to go?
Yeah, I believe we're ready, definitely. After these last 3 games we played, I think we all expect to win now because we all see what we can do, and we've gotten really good. So.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're ready to go. We're all really excited. We're all, hyped up, and I think we're ready to see what we're made of. I've been really pleased, and I think most of the guys have been really pleased with the progress we've seen over the last couple of weeks of practice and playing, other teams, and having good practices and communicating well on the court. And I think we're just excited to get rolling.
Yeah, I think we talk a lot with the student athletes on our team and amongst our coaching staff too, and it's easy for these guys that are 18, 19, 20, 22, 23 years old. It's easy for them to get caught up and look forward to the games, but it's the same way with our coaching staff. It's easy for us to look forward to those games and say, I can't wait till we play this team or that team, but the challenge is to keep kind of going day by day, and we've still got 2 more days to get better before we play on Friday nights, and some little things that we can fix, and there might be a little individual thing that Dominique or that Mike needs to work on with their shot or with their passing, with execution, and there's certainly some things as a whole team that we need to work on just to clean up a little bit. And I think the most exciting thing about the NDSU game was we probably watched 15 minutes of our bad plays and plays that we weren't successful, and as we watched those, we realized how close on a lot of those we were to making the right play. So even our mistakes right now, we're on the borderline of being good plays. And those things aren't always easy to fix, and it takes some time and it takes some mental focus to fix those things. but our guys and the team have really been focusing on fixing those, and we've seen some improvement, and I'm excited to continue to see that and continue to see that hunger each day when we hit the practice floor.
Coach, last year in your non-conference season, you were able to get off to a pretty hot start. Do you feel like your schedule this year is set up for similar success?
I think we play our first 3 on the road, and that's never an easy thing. And we play a tough road team on Friday night, and then we make a trip and play 2 more road games. And I think we'll learn a lot about ourselves in the next week after we play those 3 games. And it doesn't really matter who you play when you go on the road. You've got your team and your coaching staff and a few fans up there cheering for you, but there's a lot of other people against you, and you really have to come together and you really learn and grow as a young team. And we're still a little bit inexperienced, but I like our mindset right now. So I'm excited to see how much we can improve in the next week when we really get into that game action. I think we're prepared to play, or I think we will be prepared to play, but there's nothing like getting out there on the court and playing some real game action.
Mike or Dominic, your coach talking about the mindset. What is that mindset that you guys want to have going into this season? And you want to make sure you keep throughout the year.
Well, I think it's really just seeing the bigger picture. I mean, like Coach said, it's easy to get caught up in the next game and like how many points and what your stats were. But what's important now is not necessarily how much we beat teams by or if we win the games even. I mean, we want to win. We're going to win. But it's a matter of if we're getting better each day. And if we see the big picture on just coming together as a team. We want to, be most prepared for, January, February, March. And right now, I think it's important for us to see that, it's a process. That, if, no matter what happens this next week, as long as we're getting better, and as long as each practice we're getting better, and like Coach said, a day at a time, we'll be happy with the outcome, I'm sure, and we're going to win games. But I think it's harder to do that. It's pretty easy to say that, but I think we got some pretty mature guys that can see that, and hopefully we'll continue to remember that throughout the season.
Dominic, do you feel that everybody's really come together, and whether it's the first guy off the bench or somebody that doesn't get a lot of playing time, all the guys have each other's backs?
Oh yeah, definitely. Everybody supports everybody here. Like we're like a family now. Like in such a short time, with a lot of new guys here, we've come together quick. I know we have like team events every week, and that's really helped, bring us together. It's been really good just having these guys around.